Even from a young age, I knew this wasn't my real family. It's not that they were unkind to me, it's just that it didn't feel right. I was an outsider in my own home. I isolated myself from them, and I just know they like it that way. They will act like they want my company, but they only do this to keep up the facade. Unlike my parents, I've always felt a strong sense of closeness to our neighbors, the Hansons. I felt it in my blood. They were my family. I don't know how my parents did it. Kidnapping, switched at birth, illegal adoption? I can't prove it, but I know it. I started visiting them a month ago. I could tell after a few drop-bys they started to get uneasy. It was like they were scared. I'm certain my parents were threatening them. When I first spoke with Sally and George, they insisted they had never had children. I was almost convinced they meant it. When I kept pressing them, they asked me not to visit again. So Plan B it was. Obviously, they felt threatened to reveal the truth to me face to face, so I had to be more discreet. At first, I would hide in the shrubs behind their window at night, but it was impossible to hear anything from outside. Soon after, I started to sneak into their basement in hopes their walls were thin enough. Their basement window was always unlocked, but unfortunately, all I could hear were muffled noises. Finally, I came up with a foolproof plan. One week, when they were out of town, I saw Sally leave a spare key under her doormat for their housekeeper. They got back this evening, and it was easy enough to slip right in after I got off school. I told my parents I was studying with a friend. I've been sitting here waiting in their pantry for about 3 hours. There's been no mention of my name, but surely they are waiting until after dark to have those types of careful conversations. Finally, they sat on the couch with the lights dimmed. I could hear Sally whisper something to George, but I couldn't make it out. I leaned my ear close to the door, knocking over a jar as I stepped forward. "Did you hear that?" George said softly. I crouched down, but lost my balance and fell into a row of shelves. "Ouch!" I blurted. I heard some rustling. "Show yourself!" It was now or never. I cracked open the door. "Mom? Dad? It's just me." A sharp pain struck my chest. I looked up to see George pointing a shotgun at me. My shirt soaked with blood as I collapsed onto the floor. They stood over me. The horror on their faces made my heart sink. But, but I don't understand. I'm your son.